What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am out here with Ethan, and we got a project today. We are going to finally be getting rid of the horrible carpet bed liner that is in the back of this truck. This is our 2017 F-150 Raptor. When we got this thing, it had not these cones or cardboard in here, but this carpeted bed liner. Not really sure why that is in there, but we're finally gonna get rid of that today. We had went to AutoZone and picked up this. This is the Herculiner Roll On Bedliner kit. We're gonna go ahead and put that on there. But first, to do that, we gotta do the fun part, which Ethan is really looking forward to. We're gonna have to remove the bed cover that we have here. This is an electric bed cover. Then we're going to have to take out this bed liner carpet. Fun, right?
If we don't put it back on.
You don't wanna put the cover back on?
No, it doesn't work.
I mean, maybe we can figure out why it doesn't work.
What do we need a bed cover for?
So people don't steal my stuff.
Your cones?
Well, right now it's cones. First off, we're gonna go ahead and clean all this out, and then we're gonna get to put in the bed liner. Did you lock the truck?
No.
Then why won't it?
I didn't lock it. I'm being so serious. I put my hand in my pocket because I was looking for the keys. I did not lock it.
But you got close enough that it unlocked it.
Yeah, because I'm way cooler.
We're gonna have to remove these clips here that hold in these rails, and then we'll figure out how to get the front piece out. Not really sure. We didn't install this. This was already part of the truck when we got it. So we're gonna figure that out as we go, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for the enthusiasm.
Yep. Cool.
Yep.
We're not reusing this, right?
Does this all have to come out as one piece? Oh man, that would suck, bro. So grab that end and let's just pull it backwards. This here is attached using various points with Velcro, so we can get the, dude, hey, look out, the wrench is flying for some reason.
What the heck? This stuff is gross.
Yeah, it is. It's
You're just sending a ton of stuff into my eyes and my mouth. No warning.
We're gonna have to get rid of all of this Velcro on here. We'll definitely tape off all the lights and the switches in here before sanding everything down.
I'm glad that it left all of the leaves.
Okay, now that we have everything out from the bed cover to the bed rug, we need to get in here, start removing this Velcro, and then we're gonna come in here and we're gonna sand this down and start prepping it. I went ahead and I took the trim here off the edge of the bed. If you're gonna do that, I would just don't do it as brutally as I did, because you'll break a lot of the clips, and you definitely don't want that to happen. Next, gonna get up in here and get these out so that we can paint up and around those, and then as well as these little drain areas. And now we're actually gonna remove the bolts that hold the bed into place. And then up here, we're gonna remove all of these bolts here, so it's very, very clean and we still have access to any of them and not gonna damage the bed liner if we need to take any of these panels off for any reason. I probably did a little bit more than what you need to. They have a scuff pad in there that you can use. I used 120 grit sandpaper on a machine sander, and then I went ahead and used 80 in certain other areas. After I finished sanding, I went ahead and rinsed out the bed, sprayed it with some all-purpose cleaner, and then went through and rinsed it out again. Inside your kit, you're gonna have your scouring pad, your roller, and 2 applicators, along with a gallon of your Herculiner. You can see I start to stir this here and it's very soupy. That's because all of the texture for this settles down to the bottom. So what I ended up doing is I took about half of the gallon and put it into my paint tray. That allowed me to stir it and make sure that it really got mixed in well. And then what I would do is start transferring that liquid from the paint tray into the gallon to make sure that it was thoroughly mixed up. I started off with the roller, trying to use it and get in all the crevices, which didn't work very well for me. So what I ended up moving to was using the roller on the larger elevated flat surfaces and went through with the brush to get down into the valleys. I also took my shoes off when I initially got in there to make sure that I didn't track any dirt up in there with me. After my first layer, once it got tacky, I went ahead and pulled my tape. I knew that the next day I'd have to lay it down again for the second layer, but I wanted to make sure that I had nice crisp lines when doing this. Coverage wise, as you can see here, it really wasn't that bad after the first layer. I was very pleased with the progress that we were having, and I will say this, if you are going to be using this kit, make sure that you get yourself an extra brush and an extra roller. This first brush here got very gunked up and started to harden, so I had to grab another paintbrush that I had, and then the roller actually started falling apart. So just kind of keep that in mind when you start this job. Unfortunately, I didn't record as much of the actual application as what I wanted to. I was having problems with my camera. Final tape removal around this button as well as the lights was pretty easy. I scored it first, then the liner pulled right off of the tape, and then I just had to mess with the tape a little bit to get it off. In total, this job took me about 4 days. So the biggest problem that I had that you probably shouldn't have is dealing with the carpet bed liner. That was the biggest thing, getting all that glue off of there, and the prep time. The prep time took everything. The actual roll-on took 2 days, the prep took 2 days. It didn't work as great as I thought it was going to. In some areas, it took it straight down to the metal and just moved the glue off to the side. So it took a little bit of elbow grease and whatnot to get all of that off of there, but we finally did it. Overall, I would say I'm pleased with it. I do like the way it looks. It's a lot better than the carpeted bed liner. I've been up in there. I scraped my knuckles in there, putting the bolts back in. So I know this is gonna work pretty well. We'll see over time how it holds up, and I'll try and give you guys some updates on it over the next few months. Biggest problem is the coverage, and this is just human error, and there's really no way for you to fix that. One thing that I would say is probably get an extra quart. They do sell them by the quart as well. That way you can do those touch-up areas like I have. I'm very happy that I took all the bolts out. I probably should have taken the lights out for a better coverage there. The tape was a little tricky to get out of there, not horrible, but I can see the red edge through the lens, and that kind of bothers me, so maybe that'll be something that I'll do. Again, easy job. Spray-in bed liner I think would probably be easier for a lot of people first time doing it. My thing is, for me, I just felt like it was going to be less controlled. You probably would have gotten better coverage in some of those spots, but then the prep time and taping off the whole truck, because I would want to do that so I didn't get any overspray. But there you have it. That was a Herculiner roll-in bed liner from AutoZone. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, hit those bell notifications so you don't miss anything coming up here on this channel. And if you like racing stuff, head over to J-Dub Racing. In the next video, we're going to be lifting the GR Corolla. That's going to be something that I'll be using on the J-Dub Racing channel. I do rallycross, so if you like stuff like that, head over there. But we will be lifting that using the iBox springs. Until the next one, see you.